reporter's gotta be nearby. Ain't keen on a notion of what we're doing here.
I'm Orland Crawford, the outsourced but never outmatched wartime correspondent for the ACS Undrafted Soldier. Here to show us all what you can do.
The name's Inez, and yes, Willard Conan sent me to help you with some sort of...
Now, let's not skip on introductions. Who is this you have with you?
With some exceptions, it seems.
The soldier and the wet blanket. Our audience needs thrills, not rules.
Never seen a grafted trooper in action before, but I'm looking forward to watching you work. Your mission, trooper, is to capture the Protectorate blockade to the north. Their defenses are too great to face head-on, so you'll want to sneak in through the back entrance. We've obtained the entry codes through great effort.
My camera drones will be filming the action from above, so do put on a good show. Blow up a few things, and use Inez's abilities to demonstrate the might of Auntie's choice. Yes?
They've detained several of our scouts. I'd like to see them returned. If you deliver this weapons cache to them and free them, they might offer some aid in the fight.
This is quite the opportunity. Normally, a POW might be written off as shrinkage, an unfortunate, unavoidable loss. But their rescue will be worth far more in publicity.
So what? If I hadn't come along, you all would have left those troopers to rot.
Our motto is to leave no man behind, unless it breaches our contract and promises financial penalties, which this does. Now, take these codes for the back door and go.
Once you infiltrate the blockade, neutralize our foes, and open the gates, our remaining troops will move in to secure the blockade for ourselves. Any questions? The drilling crew near the chemical plant is working to punch a path through the mountains. You could use such a path, but for some reason, their job is taking longer than expected.
Or you could go through the Automech production facility north of here. But that's where the scout who brought us the codes lost his life. So proceed with caution and a loaded gun.
Though I trust you may fare better than that poor sod did, I do look forward to seeing you take the fight to the Protectorate. It's about time Auntie gave him a good walloping. Ooh, and spare some time for me after you emerge victorious, won't you? What am I saying? Of course you will. Who wouldn't want to be interviewed for the wireless? Go on now.
My aftermarket parts are prime.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Fortificator at ready status. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Inez, Purple Berry Crunch. It's spelled with a K?
Sure is. You all right, Marisol? You're looking faintly ill.
But it's an obvious misspelling. How can you tolerate it?
Because it's more authentic that way. Says so in the jingle. Sometimes you just gotta accept good marketing, you know? Incoming! Take cover! Craft back in business.
Batten scan.
Time to earn my commission.
Target analyzed. Let down fire.
We cannot allow this position to fall.
Looks like a fight. Damn these monsters.
Fortification in progress. Mitigating the threat.
I mean, strategically relocate.
Out of sight and on the way. Let's get you healed. Someone cover him, medic.
Look alive, Commander. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
about to kick the proverbial mantisaur nest. Hope you're ready for your close-up. Damn, of course they got a bumper now.
Hostile ahead. What's the place?
Medic, please!
Brett, you're looking pretty scared, Commander. I hate to ask for help, but
Unfriendly nearby.
back me up, then we'll talk.
Corey foul.
Prudence dictates we cherish all we have and defend it.
Back in business.
Looks like adversary vulnerabilities identified. Stun weapon ready, Commander. Locking them down. Mitigating the threat. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Discreetly. To the rescue. Sight unseen. He can go for a medic.
I have a fix on their weaknesses. Combatant scared.
Celebrate their sacrifice.
Suffered Corporificator at ready status. Check your scope for coming.
Out of sight and on the way.
They're benumbed. Taking the fight out of them. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Armed and ready.
I function helplessly
Let's
without
open the gate for that
complaint
reporter in the drapes
or
before these bodies get cold. Yeah.
Over here! Let's have a... What a show! Auntie will be beside herself when she hears of her shiny new blockade. If you weren't already contracted with Willard, I'd think to hire you for the next news staging.
All in a day's work. You said something about an interview. Well, I got a lot riding on this. You'll make me look good, right?
It's audio only, Trooper. And you're working with a true professional now. Let me work, huh? Relax. Be authentically you, though you'd be wise to throw in a tagline or two. Ready?
Well,
Great! Recording's already begun. I'm here, live at the scene with the fearsome grafted soldier Inez. It's a shame you cannot see this, dear listener, for it is impressive indeed. Inez, your destruction of those dastardly Protectorate troops was awe-inspiring. You must feel like the employee of the month, having brought such a decisive victory to Auntie's choice.
I'm just, doing my part. I joined up because I believed in our mission, to liberate Arcadia. Reckon my actions illustrate that more than anything I could ever say. I ain't sure what else to say. What does the audience want to hear exactly?
They want to hear sordid details, but not so sordid that it'll staunch their worst buying habits. Now focus and don't fret. We'll clean this up in post. Dear audience, the voice you just heard is that of the soldier's close associate and eyewitness to the battle and the marvelous carnage littering the land. You also paved the way for us to free some of our troopers from the Protectorate's fiendish grasp. One can only imagine the torture they suffered.
Look, I did what anyone with an ounce of sense would do. Ain't gonna leave one of my own in such a state. And if I had it my way, I would have acted sooner.
Oh, my! So the reports were true. A limb can be replaced, yes, but to hear that they are now immune to the joy that Auntie brings is quite horrifying.
It's something, all right. They were, certainly malnourished and bored. Suppose things may have gotten worse with time.
In any case, those soldiers can finally return to their postings again. Now, I have a question about your abilities, Inez. What sets a trooper like you apart from the rest?
These graphs make me stronger. Good in a bind. I know I'm a bit of a curiosity. Ain't too many of us left. But there is so much good we can do with grafting, if we try. I got a plan, see? To start the grafting program up again. The research is promising, and with the right backing, it could be a product that can better the lives of everyone.
A fascinating idea. I think we'd all sleep soundly if we knew more of you were running amok on our behalf. Before we wrap, have you anything else of note to tell our undoubtedly enraptured audience?
Oh, I got one. Ain't just a tested and true product that'll put you over the top. A graft like mine might also get you into orbit.
Ah, I see. A bit of cheeky product placement for Zero-G whiskey. Very well done, you. And that's a wrap. You can go back to slouching or sneering or whatever else it is you do. Now, where was this soft-spoken propriety when we were recording? This interview was rather disjointed, even by my standards.
Damn. I knew we didn't exactly nail it, but I was hoping some editing might help. We ought to head back to Willard, try to butter him up some.
You do that. and I will remain here burdened by the drudgery of war. Farewell.
Appreciate you handling our dirty work.
Free to take.
Always remember.
remember, commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship bits, but because our systems avoid efficacy. While the Protectorate decide what its subjects get, we respond to what you want through your decisions as consumers. What's more, we skip the frivolously lengthy approval.
Ah, so the conquering heroes have returned from the blockade. And by the law, what footage! I have never been so thrilled and appalled by sheer brutality in all my days. You certainly know your way around a soon-to-be dead body, huh? Oh, where are my manners? Commander, Inez, meet our new benefactor. This is the business partner I spoke to you about, and she has graciously agreed to fund our new venture.
Yes, we've met. Now, let's not get overly ahead of ourselves. Putting on a show is 40% of the battle. The remaining 60% is messaging.
Yes, and your interview may be good for entertainment, if nothing else. If you are indeed as inebriated as I suspect, one could hardly blame you for celebrating such a victory.
It didn't make for the best showing, but I have a professional hunch about you, Inez. I'm willing to give you a brief trial run to see how it goes.
Look, I know I ain't exactly the profile of a business partner, but I know medicine, and I know the potential of grafts more than anyone. You'll not find my experience anywhere.
Perhaps so, but unfortunately I can't be expected to simply take your word for it. You know how it is. Low-level workers have a certain flair for lying and grifting, whilst concurrently exaggerating all accomplishments and ills.
But we can trust your word as her current supervisor. What sort of performance review might you give this associate?
Well, it's easy to go on soldiering when you trust the one giving the orders.
That's a reasonable endorsement. Wouldn't fit in the one-line write-in space for her quarterly appraisal, but I suppose you couldn't know.
So we have a deal then? I admit that the raid and the interview may not have gone as swimmingly as I would have liked, but there is something there.
Suppose I can make good on the funding after all. We'll see in time where this arrangement leaves us. In any case, good day.
So that's it. We're cleared to restart the grafting program. And you'll abide by my demands. No more senseless killing. No more hurting folk.
Of course not. Unless said folk agree to it. Yes, we are at an agreement. Consider this a bonus for your efforts. When the time is right, I will reach out to you for further planning. You have been instrumental, soldier. Inez, well done indeed.
I'll settle for a moment of rest, Commander. Thanks.
He's responsible for a 28% increase in our entire operational budget for the next fiscal semi-decade. Credit where it's due. To me, as your chief executive, I've fostered a healthy cutthroat rivalry between our top divisions.
I hope you're enjoying your time on The Undisputed Claim, brought to you by Auntie's Choice.
If you have business here, don't let me keep you.
Writ large and black ink on our balance sheet. You're welcome, employees.
Good luck, my ameliorator. Remember,
Don't let
you
us
can't
keep you.
spell heinous ascetic without Auntie's Choice.
Always remember, commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the Protectorate decide what its subjects get, we respond to what you want through your decisions as consumers. What's more, we skip the frivolously...
Can't tell the difference between cover... I know. Folks been shooting at your face. All right.
Years to bring a new product to market when it can be enhancing people's lives now. As a responsible member of society, we allow you to take part in public product testing, respecting your right to risk a few pesky side effects as an early adopter. At Auntie's Choice, we understand that the marketplace is dynamic, efficient, and well-suited to the shifting needs of our populace. After all, that's what... Tronicular. Arriving any moment now. Approaching station.
Have time for a chat, Commander? Willard, Vice President Conan, sent me a message just now about how the investment meeting went. Seems he showed off the footage from the blockade, interview and all, and they all agreed to fund the grafting program and start it up again in earnest. I think we actually pulled this off, Commander. They even thought to bring me into middle management for the program. Can you believe it? After you and I finish what we set out to do for Arcadia, of course. I'd say closing these rifts take priority over a career change. I'm realizing now that I never really imagined something like this was possible after ending my contract like that. Never thought I'd be at the forefront of a military campaign. Never thought I'd be able to change much about Auntie's choice, let alone that I'd want to. But here I am. Reckon you could say I proved myself after all. Thank you, Commander, for everything. Anyhow, that's enough sorting my thoughts for the moment. We got a galaxy to save.
These temporary indignities of the body are nothing contrasted to the Order's future. Keep those eyes open, soldiers. Cordial thrust by detail.
I have a confession to make, Inez.
Oh yeah? You kill someone you shouldn't have? Perhaps someone I know and would be fine with disappearing?
Oh, I'm not admitting to murder. I simply think Auntie's choice has better food than the Order.
Well, that ain't surprising. We use a lot of sugar. It's a crowd pleaser.
The Order has better music, though.
Those are fighting words, Marisol. The joy of laissez-faire is a real toe tapper.
You've never heard the Fibonacci song, I take it?
Hey, Commander. tells me the Order won't be keen on letting an enemy soldier
Heard that
walk
Halt! The Oracle Laureate sent ahead to expect someone matching your description. However, he said nothing about admitting questionable allies. Members of Auntie's Choice are not permitted inside Laplace's garden. Your companion will have to wait outside.
Huh. If only one of us could have foreseen this situation. But I'll stay back, Commander. Ain't no reason to cause a scene.
You should heed the wisdom of your friend.
Yeah, these hues suit my complexion real good.
As likely as I find that theory, we have rules and regulations for a reason. We are at war, you might have noticed. The Oracle Laureate is our foremost seer, excluding the presiding bishop herself. He oversees the Department of Predictive Analysis, and in so doing keeps the Order on course. Indubitably, Laureate Beckett said to accommodate you as best as possible, but rules are rules.
Seems the Protectorate has been gaining ground since winning control of the Archive.
UNIAC has likely been sorting out the logistic problems.
You are approaching a Protectorate checkpoint. All Protectorate subjects should prepare to
I am.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Replenishing my... Restoring the balance.
We cannot leave as yet. If we do, they'll cut us.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Perfection.
Vitals are in the red, Commander.
Carefully reload.
Fortificator is charged. Fortification in progress. Locking them down. Have a fix.
Restoring the balance.
Sight unseen. Out of sight and on the way. Let's get you healed.
Go, go, go.
Seasons Pass is off limits. Unwelcome guests will be ushered from existence promptly and without further ado.
Let me handle this. Back and scan. Standing by to stupefy.
Train attack.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire. It's not perfused medicine.
There's nothing even here
Thank you.
anymore. If you're weird intent on dying for nothing, it's your life. Wait, that's not who I think it is. Is it?
Commander.
Marisol? Is that you? Get in here before any more of these hullheads show up.
Grand Chief, aggressors near.
We need to talk. Now. Time to earn my commission. Torpificator is charged. We need to talk. Now.
Reason's Pass is off limits. Unwelcome guests will be ushered from existence promptly and without further ado. Looks like a fight.
Standing by to stupefy. Taking the fight out of them. They're benumbed. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Wait, that's not who I think it is it? Marisol? Is that you? Get in here before any more of these hullheads show up. Marisol, you're here. That is a shame. An enigmatic mirage or baleful apparition. Yes. Should be plenty of wonderfully dangerous items in here. I thought I would never see you again. It's been what? 19 years? 20?
21 years, 5 months, 6 days. I've kept up on a few former colleagues.
A few? Right. You retain a different admirer in every port, I'm sure. Oh, wait, I'm being rude. Forgive my atrophied social graces. I shoot most of my visitors lately. I am Anais Bujold. Welcome to my backwater ramshackle abode.
Seer Anais Bujold.
No one's called me that in, well, you know exactly how long, apparently.
We doing introductions? I'm Inez. Don't mind the uniform, I'm freelance, and got no quarrel with you besides.
Charmed, I'm sure. So nice to see Marisol gaining such interesting friends.
Yes. With ample time to think, I've come to recognize I made an error.
Really? That is, an unprecedented statement for you. But do go ahead, I'm listening.
The last 20 years, the Order needlessly, heedlessly stumbled. First, Antes invaded, then the Protectorate. We lost the Archive. Twice. Had your work continued, I believe we'd have remained closer to our true path. If I had ignored the Council's command. It was a mistake. I miscalculated.
If not for you, I'd be dead right now. And you were right to shut me down. My research was dangerous. A serious threat to the entire universe. I know this for certain now. I've run the numbers. Repeatedly.
Hold on, did you? You continued your research. On your own.
I calculated what might occur if my work was completed. And there is a troublingly high, statistically significant chance of things ending. Everything ending. I mean, microbes, mantisaurs. Soltuna might make it, the resistant little buggers. But anything capable of higher order thinking would be gone. I understand how that sounds, but I have spent years checking and rechecking each and every variable. I assume all my notes and calculations were destroyed years ago.
Anais, I'm afraid it's not that simple. When we shut down your work, it was quarantined, not disposed of. The Order stores all avenues of study deemed dangerous near here at a facility in Winter's Grasp. Unorthodox notion reclusion.
Of all the bureaucratic... No. Winter's Grasp is crawling with Anti's choice. A full unit just moved in. Marisol, will you... Can you...
You're asking me to infiltrate a covert installation to destroy something that could likely end the universe. Been years since anyone said something like that to me. Of course.
I might need a little time to ready this place for unwelcome guests. Wouldn't take long.
No, you should stay here. We'll take care of this.
I foresee a 4.7% chance of me complying with that. But fine, no use arguing. Well, this has certainly been nice. Perhaps we'll see each other again sometime.
their weaknesses.
Back in business.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Check your scope for combatant analysis.
I think you ought to be careful. More important, there is another option. The Order. They're trying to do right by the refugees, after all, and seem reasonable when they ain't being strong-armed by extremists. You could consider them. Transition of power will be smoother anyway, if this war's anything to go by. I'm glad you're considering it. Listen, normally I'd take issue with one person playing Kingmaker. That is to say, you, and especially the Earth Directorate. But time's too short, and the stakes are too high for tribalism. There'll be enough time for that later. For now, we need to ally with someone who can defeat the Protectorate and close the rifts. So whatever you decide, I'll support you. We should move on, unless you got something for me? What exactly does the Order want out of all this?
Could you be more specific, dear?
First off, y'all picked an interesting time to split from the Protectorate. Now you're fighting them and Auntie's Choice, losing ground all the while? What's the play here?
Same as it has always been. To solve the universal equation, use it to predict the...
Look alive, Commander.
Locking them down.
Mobility interrupted.
As I was saying, same as it has always been. Solve the universal equation. Use it to predict the motion of every atom in the universe, and thus ascend to godhood. We simply must push through current events to achieve our goal. When we succeed, all of humanity... will reap the benefits. Even the that'd be Spireton. Was once the Order's headquarters on Cloister. Before all this. analyzed. Lay down fire.
All greatly appreciate that.
Medic, please. It's a brawl.
Commander, medic's order. Let's get you healed. To the rescue. Sight unseen. Someone's offering, medic.
Electrical dampeners failing. Electrical dampeners failing.
Welcome, intrepid consumer, to Auntie's Choice territory. The wonders of winter's grasp lay ahead.
Trooper.
So do
Hey.
stay on the road.
Hey, can you hear me?
Your family is depending on you.
Whoa there, go-getter. Say, have you ever considered the benefits of becoming a semi-confidential, unpaid informant for Auntie's Choice? Breathe once for yes. Field Agent Auerbach, proprietary inside acquisition. Our team's presently occupying these premises, but haven't fully brought them to heel, per se. Say, you look like some sort of rogue former member of the Order. Maybe you could tell us what this place is supposed to be.
Me? Part of the Order? Oh, no dear. I assure you I simply share their love of sweeping cloaks and sciencey-looking accessories. I shall update my wardrobe to avoid such confusion.
Would you happen to be familiar with this campus? We're not entirely clear what it was used for. As far as we can tell, Order's been cleared out for some time. If not, I might politely inquire what exactly you're doing here. Well, consider me even more intrigued by your presence. Heard hints this place was some sort of off-the-books research operation, which of course we of Auntie's Choice simply delight in. The Order left some fairly formidable security in one building. Mention that in case the prospect of certain death may inspire you to unburden yourself. Based on your reticence, I take it you're bound for unorthodox notion reclusion then. How exceedingly ill-advised. Oh well, suppose we'll let you in. You might disable a death trap or two with your bodies, then we can step over your cadavers and maybe use them for a shield. Alternately, if you manage to find anything marketable, probably be game to barter for it later. Assuming you don't die, which in that case, we'll probably just retrieve it off your corpse. Either way.
Huh. Who's this now? Oh, a customer. Appear to need something. Hope you brought the bits to back that up. Got a good supply of Auntie's Choice finest, and some well-built Order items, scavenged from this very facility. Just don't mention where it came from. Wouldn't be here to deliver news of my transfer going through, would you? No? Suppose we're still cut off then. What do you need? Of course. Auntie's Choice offers the widest range of marvelous medicaments and plausible placebos.
You're new. Don't seem like another one of these trade secret vultures either. War means nothing to them, you know. How about you? Know there's a war on, don't you? You here to help me win it? Oh, been out in the field, have you? I like the sound of that. Might be just the go-getter I need. Thing is, our local forces are in something of a bind. A Protectorate camp effectively bisected the territory we presently occupy. An intolerable vulnerability. Said camp is situated betwixt here and points to the north. Take it out, reconnect the territories, and walk away somewhat richer. Excellent, excellent. If you're agreeable to other work, I have something light. Simple shakedown, really. Couldn't be easier. A Sub-Rosa finagler operates out of the Port Authority building at the landing pad near Winter's Grasp. Sub-Rosa works with both sides, understood. But I want to know what she's into with the Protectorate. Let's say I'm curious. Look forward to hearing what she knows.
That whole place is one big death trap. You want in? Be my guest.
Oh, look who finally decided to appear.
Anais, you're not supposed to be here.
Events prove otherwise, don't they? While you were taking your time arriving, I found a way inside these corporate drones haven't discovered. I've grown rather adept at sneaking in and out of these so-called restricted areas unseen. Peeked around a little. They've conveniently posted signs where various types of dangerous research materials are stored away.
Leave it to the Order to rigorously catalog everything.
Burn-down initiation is listed on the top floor. They destroy materials through immolation there.
The research will be in reinforced containers, so enlisting the facility's own incineration measures would be prudent. Anais, stay here. Please.
I expected such to be your attitude, but I'll have you know that
I am not doubting your abilities. Quite the opposite. I need you to guard this entrance. Anyone appears, come running.
Fine. Go. I uncovered a vent in that office. Standard Order redundancy measure. Let's out past the barrier over there.
I'll hang back a moment while you depower that fence. Wriggling through vents is a young person's game after all. We'll stay here. You find a way to disable these fences.
Research studies prove that disengaging from complex tasks for a time to engage the mind in unrelated challenges has downstream beneficial effects for problem solving. Thus, our department attempted to design a series of stress-reducing educational challenges to facilitate these efforts. After some light early successes, we refined further and received results beyond our wildest intent. Soon, members of other departments were idling away in our offices for hours, absorbed with what soon became known as brain puzzlements. My personal productivity was quite adversely affected by the mather. I still see it sometimes when I close my eyes. We finally locked them away to keep from engaging with them. Unfortunately, copies were smuggled out and distributed far and wide, leading to the oft-cited equational delay incident.
Hello? Someone there? Hello? Help! Please? Thank the law somebody came by. I've been rationing my anti-Cleo Borst rockets, and you know what? Your tongue turns black if you eat them all week. Might concerning, since it's all I have. We was sizing up the place, well, the lobby, when our boss ordered us to find an off switch for them traps, which required us to negotiate through or around said traps to do so. A bunch of the others got killed. I got stuck in here. Boss left with the rest. You think you could get me out somehow? Like, right about now, even?
Hold on. You're not even remotely considering releasing him, are you? A trade secret vulture from Auntie's Choice? Free to roam in a building full of Order secrets?
What are you suggesting? That we let this poor fool die a slow, lonesome death?
Granted, time-wasting contrivances is concerning only to those of us in the Order. But just one of those brain puzzlers put back the solving of the universal equation by months. I certainly wouldn't want Auntie's Choice obtaining research related to cataclysmal ends. Or monetizing prevaricated hypotheses, for that matter. At the end of the day, it's just an Auntie's Choice auxiliary dabbler. Hardly a cute little woolly cow or something. Yes, and if you let him free, hundreds, thousands, millions of living, breathing human beings might die. Auntie's Choice could access the very research we're here to destroy.
Just make him promise not to tell if you're that bothered. Nothing's stopped you before.
I don't know what's going on, but I don't like the sounds of any of this.
I seriously doubt you're going to convince me we should release him. The stakes are simply too high.
I promise not to, blow up the universe. Or, whatever it is you two are worried about, I guess.
Really ought to listen sometime. Not claiming I'm perfect, but I survived this long.
Can you let me out now, please? Phew. Well, that's a relief. Didn't think I'd ever get free. No thanks to you, ma'am.
Be grateful you're not on fire.
Don't have to tell me twice. This is all the bits I have on me. Not much, but thanks. I'll be out of here as soon as it seems safe.
You're young and spry. You can handle that. will stay here.
Commander, you're bleeding!
Who left this vent open? Security around here was tighter in my day. Did I read that correctly? Seemed concerning.
Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we've got company in the form of an Auntie's Choice patrol. Seems their representative wishes to parley.
Don't shoot! Like she said, I'm just here to talk. Believe I've pieced together what you all are up to here. And I am willing to offer a mutually beneficial arrangement. Spied the signs on the way up. Our team has a keen interest in much of the research stored here. But cataclysmic ends, which I presume you're here to destroy, don't like the sound of that at all. By all means, burn every last trace. But let us keep the rest, and you'd benefit as well.
The idea of any Order research falling into Auntie's Choice hands is utterly abhorrent to me. I advise a rigorous refusal, as in no witnesses.
I could hear that, you know. Hoping she's not your main negotiator here. Nothing elaborate. Bits. A bunch of them. Enough to buy yourself something nice.
You're not seriously considering this, are you? These two-faced snake oil peddlers are incapable of making an honest deal.
Consider it a deal. No need to shake, as I've taken the liberty of making a quasi-legally binding surreptitious transcription. Or will claim to have later. If it's all the same to you, I'll just dawdle here while you complete the process. You know, in case you change your mind.
I'll prep the burners and make sure we have no more visitors. Burners are lit. Control board is activated. Commence the burn down process.
Well then, that seems sufficiently carbonized, cinderized. No half measures from the Order. Say what you will about them, but they are nothing if not thorough.
Excellent. Well, a deal's a deal. Meet me downstairs after you're done here, and we'll settle up.
Never pegged you as such an opportunist. But perhaps there's more to this play than I'm seeing. Perhaps I should be relieved Auntie's Choice didn't get anything universe-threatening.
My original notes and research are burnt to a crisp. It's over, finally.
I'm sorry, but I saw on the terminal that an external party gained authorization to study it. There's at least one set of copies out there. Yes, the goal, the stakes. It all feels disturbingly familiar. Give me some time. I'll find them.
What do you need from me?
To go on and live your life. Round other people, not holed up in a dilapidated shack. We'll settle the rest.
You can't possibly expect to leave me behind again without a fight.
Why don't we burn that bridge when we get to it? We still need to get out of here first.
Pleasure doing business with you. I can see we'll have our hands full digging through all you've left us here. We deeply appreciate your assistance in further expanding the ever-growing Auntie's Choice proprietary insight catalog. Be seeing you.
Suppose this is goodbye. No. I recognize that look in Marisol's eyes. There's nothing for it. Been interesting to see you. Before I forget, I meant to give you this. Little something I made.
So we're good? You and I. Everything settled?
Oh, I wouldn't go that far, but good as ever. Don't think I don't see what you're doing with all this, though. You've always been who you are, but you weren't you for decades. A new cause comes up and you take it on immediately. Because saving the universe is easier than confronting yourself. Whoever you are now, whoever you're going to be, just take care. Don't be a stranger.
Goodbye, Anais. Thank you kindly. I think I am. Appreciate your support. Been a spell since I could rely on anyone like that. Though, suspect that's my own damn fault. Ah, Anais snuck something by me again, didn't she? What was that last thing she said? Don't be a stranger. Right. All right. I suppose you remain on my good side. May the plan favor us against long odds.